Okay, we're gonna do a super cut of One Angry Gamer. We're gonna do the Bitchute, then him bitching about Arthur, and then Marvel's Avengers because of the diverse characters or whatever he thinks is stupid about it. Is the P.O. box address still the same? I got some infinite blood left over I want to send you. Ooh, I hope Jake re-upped the P.O. box thing. He was supposed to. I didn't remind him though. Okay. So, One Angry Gamers has a thing about Bitchute links censored on Twitter. Big Tech have been working overtime to ensure that Bitchute never gains ground or eats into their market share. There's no concern about that. Mainstream people don't want weird conspiracy theories and Holocaust denial. It's not going to happen. YouTube hasn't even been able to turn a profit in its entire history. I very much doubt Bitchute, which has far fewer viewers, is going to do the same. I'd imagine it's going to shut down in the next 5 years. Their server costs must be fucking absurd. They utilize shadow banning to prevent links from appearing or downgrade the keyword viability of Bitchute videos on search engines, or in Twitter's case, outright prevent some users from sharing links by claiming that the links are harmful. They are. Bitchute's really bad. Multiple users informed Bitchute that the links to Bitchute videos were being blocked by Twitter. This led to Bitchute informing their followers on August 7th about the censorship. Bitchute tweets, "It appears as if Twitter has started blocking all tweets that contain Bitchute videos. Please test this and share your experience in the comments below." In just 5 months, Bitchute has doubled its monthly traffic from 15 million monthly visitors to 30 million monthly visitors. Despite all obstacles Silicon Valley has placed in our way, we have continued to grow and we will continue to grow. Please support here. Consider also bookmarking the Bitchute website or even setting it to your homepage. Don't let the authorities win. I find this 30 million monthly visitors questionable. Are these independent visitors or are these the same ones? Because if you look at Bitchute and the number of views their videos have, it's not that many, right? Let's see, what's trending on Bitchute? Let's see the number of viewers. Here's the #1 trending video on Bitchute. You know how many views it has? 10,000. I have videos on my Hannah and Jake channel that have way more than that. Like, that's nothing, and this is the #1 trending video, 10,000 views, and you're claiming that over 30 million people are coming to this website a month? That's an outright fucking lie. There's zero chance. And then they drop off, like, precipitously. Look at 10,000, 6,000, 6,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000. Looks like there's a decent number of 4,000s. You know what I mean? Like, the bottom one on the page of trending videos is 2,000. Like, and you're claiming 30 million people are visiting your website a month? Horseshit. Has this chud been covered? Let me take a look.
90.
I don't think so. We can look at that. Oh, wait. 33 secrets? Maybe. We can check it out later. Anyway, so Bitchute is inflating their numbers severely because there's 0% chance. I would find it hard to believe if 1 million independent IP addresses visited in a month to Bitchute. I'm not, like, how are there only 10,000 views on your trending videos, Bitchute? Those are the most popular videos on your site. How would that make any sense? Consider bookmarking the Bitchute website or even setting it to your homepage. Don't let the authoritarians win. Let's again look what's. Don't let the authoritarians win. Let's see what's on the front page of Bitchute. Let's see, we have President Trump saying Democrats intend to steal the election. That authoritarian's okay, though, apparently. Here's another Trump one, here's another Trump one, and again, these are popular videos, and they have 200, 100, 200, 500, 300, 200, 700. That's a popular video for this site. You know what I mean? Like, what? And of course, you know, they're all in favor of authoritarianism when it's Republicans, but when platform holders decide not to help spread horse shit, then apparently it's bad, you know? That's authoritarianism. Deciding what you want on your platform. This person says, what the fuck? Just checked all my Bitchute links, got murked. I don't even talk about politics. Well, you're posting Bitchute links, so... No, basically every video on Bitchute's political. The entire reason people put things on Bitchute is because it's too fucked up to put on YouTube, right? And that's 99% of the time political. The other 1% is weirdos like Hans who think that, like, vampires exist. All I do on Bitchute is tell ghost stories. Let's look at this person. Jules Maybe. Let's see if we can find their Bitchute account. It's linked from the YouTube, and on YouTube they have their Bitchute account. This person only has 23 subscribers on YouTube. DeviantArt. Tumblr. Newgrounds. Is Newgrounds even still a thing? Let's look at this guy on Bitchute and see what he does on Bitchute. Because it's possibly just as scary stories. But, like, he would be in that 1%, right? The vast majority of videos on Bitchute are entirely political. And fucked up political, too. Can't find his name. Again, the search function on this website is awful. It's awful. Anyway. It wasn't just anguish and shock from users, there was evidence too. A few users posted screenshots of the messages they received from Twitter indicating that the reason their Bitchute links wouldn't appear in tweets was because Twitter had labeled the Bitchute website as harmful. Correct! It is! It's full of conspiracy theories and Holocaust deniers. Newgrounds started becoming popular after Tumblr banned sexy pictures on its platform. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Have I seen this chud? And then there's a Bitchute link. Turd flinging monkey. Yikes. So there's, you know, them saying that you can't post Bitchute links because harmful. The errors weren't the same for everyone, though. Some users reported that even though Twitter classified Bitchute links as harmful, they were still able to click through the links and continue to the website. Okay? This comes after YouTube utilized link jacking and shadow banning efforts against Bitchute starting in June of this year. YouTube's method is a preventative measure to ensure that people can't post links to videos on Bitchute that might contradict whatever narrative YouTube is promoting, or from linking to channels that were terminated by YouTube. Last year, Twitter suspended Bitchute's news channel, NewsShoot, which was being operated by Nick Monroe. 2 years ago, PayPal had permanently suspended the Bitchute PayPal account to prevent them from receiving public donations. Good. It's the end of the article. Not the best end to an article. I think that's a good thing. Bitchute is awful. It's full of conspiracy theorists and Nazis and right-wing weirdos who post hateful videos. I have no sympathy for that shit. What if we reasonable people invaded Bitchute? I guarantee they'd ban us. I've thought about it before, like, what if I just started posting videos on Bitchute? Because I'm, like, trans, which people on Bitchute fucking hate. And even worse than that, I'm very non-passing trans, which they hate even more. So, I'd like to see the reeing and how quick I'd get banned if I decided to start posting content to Bitchute. But I don't want to get a Bitchute account because I don't trust them having my email. There's a 20% chance that's going to end up in the hands of, like, weird Russian hackers who are going to try and, like, get into my email and stuff. So, nah. Not worth.
About the tools of capitalism.
There's another Bitchute link. Sandman MGTOW. Coronavirus cancels women's careers. Well, Sandman has a YouTube channel. Just use temporary email, I suppose. Still. Oh, that isn't posted to YouTube, though. No, it is. It is. Yeah. Sandman has a YouTube account. We can look at Sandman later if we have the time. Okay, so the next thing from One Angry Gamer. Arthur on PBS indoctrinates kids with Black Lives Matter propaganda.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capital.
MMO addicted with 100 bits. Bah, I wouldn't say very non-passing. You remind me of my mom, kinda. You have very nice hair. Well, thank you. My voice is very like this, though, so... It's even worse when I'm doing this, honestly, because I got so used to, like... I've gotten better at it, but, like... I got used to, I'm doing a YouTube video. This is my deep, manly radio voice. But, I'm trying to lighten up on it, but I'm really, really bad. So, I don't know. It is what it is. Bitchute ban speedruns with fake emails. Imagine thinking that people are all equal and treated equal in kids' shows propaganda. Arthur on PBS has been devolving at a rapid rate into a springboard for indoctrinating children with liberal progressive agenda. Yeah, it's on PBS. It's to educate kids. It's to educate children. And as it turns out, educating kids includes teaching them to be tolerant of people different than themselves. What a shock. Last year, like, imagine, how about this? Mr. Rogers... pool. So, Mr. Rogers, who was Fred Rogers, really, really great guy. This was when, like, segregation was a big topic, right? And Mr. Rogers, and this was specifically about, like, black people swimming in, like, public pools and stuff, and people were freaking out about it. And this was in 1969. This is the year the Civil Rights Amendment is passed, right? So this is, like... or the Civil Rights Act. So this is, like... segregation is just fucking ending. And Mr. Rogers, PBS God, throws his fucking dick on the table and has an episode where he's in a little pool cooling off, and then the police officer, who is a black man, comes and shares the pool with him.
It looks awfully enjoyable, but I don't have a towel or anything.
Oh, you share mine.
Okay.
Sure.
If one angry gamer were around in the 60s, he'd be like, "This is liberal propaganda! Stop telling my kids it's okay to swim with people of different races!" MMO addicted with another 100 bits. Also, fun story, I, a man with a beard and prominent mustache, get misgendered a lot because I like pink and pastel colors around my parts. Only women wear that. So when in retail and the clerk just looks at me quickly and they go, "How may I help you, ma'am?" And then look at me in the face and go, "Oh, I'm sorry." Based Mr. Rogers, indeed.
Around the country, they didn't want black people to come and swim in their swimming pools. And Fred said that is absolutely ridiculous.
Today,
yeah, someone throws bleach in the pool.
Negroes and white rabbis marched to a segregated hotel with these results. Manager James Brock told them to get off
Fucking
private property,
idiots.
tossed cleaning chemicals inside the pool in an effort to get the Negroes to leave.
Absolutely goddamn
My being on the
ridiculous.
program was a statement for Fred.
Cool water on a hot day.
I love it. I love it so much. Look at his face! He's like, "Take this, you fucking racist pigs." He knows what he's doing! I love it. Look at that face! He's like, "Yeah, bitch. Look at what I'm doing." Fred Rogers. Fucking saint. Amazing. Amazing. And that was on PBS. So yes, PBS has always been at the forefront of teaching kids to be understanding of other people and their issues, including racial issues. What a shock. Last year they tried to convince kids that it was okay to be gay by featuring a gay rat wedding. This is true. If you've not watched Arthur in many years because you're an adult, I don't blame you. I don't watch Arthur anymore either. But Mr. Ratburn, Arthur's teacher, got married to a lovely gentleman, and the wedding happened on the show. So that's cool. As is usual with this sort of news, blue checkmark journalists are reeing up a storm like some sort of textual haka for the monastery of menstrual worshippers and seminaries of Soylent. That's a lot of words. I like that he says that the journalists who are in favor of this are reeing when he's the one who made a whole article about how he's mad and thinks that telling kids, hey, did you know that there's systematic injustice in this country? And he wrote a whole article about how he doesn't like it, but clearly everyone else is reeing. Also, I'm pretty sure reeing isn't spelled with an H. I could be wrong, though. Andy Zeisler, writer and editor from Bitch Media, criticized Alabama for blocking the episode while also blocking abortions. Yeah.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Dude spanking dudes. Another fact, I think one of the South Bible Belt countries were such snowflakes they tried to ban that gay episode. They did. They did. Certain PBS affiliates in southern states did ban that episode. It was like a double whammy of reality-shattering truth for a millennial brat used to getting whatever she wanted. Sorry to tell you this, sweetheart, but in reality, sometimes the bitches get bitch-slapped. What? You're calling her a millennial brat when the affiliates are the ones refusing to show a show because they're little snowflakes that are mad that a character's gay. PJ Media also captured tweets from more butt-blasted... Oh, lovely. Speaking like an adult here, I see. Blue check marks including TV writer Jess Dweck, reporter Josh Moon, and CNN's S.E. Coop. Writer M.K. White simply wanted to get rid of Alabama altogether, filling up a hyperbolic tweet with all sorts of polemics to convince people that nothing positive has come from Alabama except with an Oprah Winfrey gif. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, Mr. White, but it looks like the only way Alabama disappears for good is in the fiction you devise as headcanon. This guy writes really weird. Like, what the heck is up with this dude? Oh, I skipped to the other article, accidentally. Oh, yeah, this is when they did the wedding episode. Anyway, back to this one. This year, they're trying to convince your kids to become Black Lives Matter activists. YouTuber Nerdette's Newsstand did a 16-minute video breaking down how the show's episode titled Arthur on Racism, Talk, Listen, and Act has gone completely off the rails in trying to recruit your kids in the cultural Marxist fold that is Black Lives Matter. Oh no, not wanting to be shot by the police is cultural Marxism now. It's almost like that word has no meaning. For those of you who have not seen the episode or need a brief rundown of what happened, basically Arthur video chats with his friend Buster about an unnamed video involving allegedly brutality against a black person. The two boys then video chat with the lunch lady, Mrs. McGrady, where she informs them that if they see something that's wrong, they have a moral obligation to act. Yes, the show actively encourages kids to become activists. You can see the full 3-minute clip from PBS YouTube Kids channel below. Yeah? It's not exactly being an activist to say, wow, I see someone being assaulted. I need to tell other people about this. They're not telling you to get on your face mask and go smash the fash. Although if you'd like to, great. They're saying like, hey, see something, say something. Not exactly a controversial statement, right?
And now, a message from
I'm gonna
Arthur.
speed this up a little bit.
I gotta call Buster.
Hey, Arthur.
Ooh, Arthur's
Buster,
voice is
did you see
different.
that video?
Yeah, I just watched it. It was awful. I can't believe someone would be hurt like that just because they're black.
Racism is so unfair. No one should ever judge someone by the color of their skin.
But how could it happen here, in Elwood City, right outside the Sugar Bowl?
Buster, it happens everywhere. I was talking to Mrs. McGrady the other day. She said there's a really long history of black people not being treated fairly in this country.
It has
Yeah. None of this is false.
to stop.
We have to do something.
Yeah. But what can we do? I mean, I'm 8. I can't even fry an egg.
In fairness, that could be because I sped it up, so the voices are different, but I thought even before I sped it up, it sounded different. Let me...
On my own.
I don't know.
Arthur's definitely still different, even at normal speed. I don't know about Buster. In fairness, the show's been on for like 25 years, so it makes sense if they got new, like, voice actors.
Maybe Mrs. McGrady can give us some ideas. Hold on.
boys. I'm so glad you reached out to me. Yes, I saw the video too. And let me tell you, it made my blood boil.
Me too!
It also made me scared. I mean, this happened in our neighborhood.
It is scary, Buster. But you should know that a lot of grown-ups are fighting racism and working hard to
There's
keep us all
nothing funny about
safe.
the tools of capitalism.
None of this is bad. Dude Spanking Dude says, though and I know it's a cartoon, the existence of black people in the Arthur universe confuses me greatly, but good message. It's yeah, like, I get it. I understand. Because, like, okay, clearly Buster's white, because he's like a white rabbit. Is Arthur black? Because he's an aardvark, right? But, like, that's the color of his fur. Let me look at Arthur characters. Not that it matters. It's a kid show. Of course, I don't care. But, like, most of the characters, if that's what being black means in the Arthur universe, look, well, okay. This character, whose name I forget, has, like, darker fur. And then the brain looks like he has darker fur. Arthur has somewhat of a lighter tone. These two have like a yellow skin tone, or it's just lighter. Racial relations in the Arthur universe get very, very confusing. Ooh, look at hipster Arthur. Anyway, not relevant to the discussion. Kids will get it.
Why does this keep happening, Mrs. McGrady?
Well, racism is like a disease. If you don't treat it, it's just going to get worse.
Wait, if racism is a disease, can I get it?
Buster, don't worry. This isn't about you.
Actually, it is. It's about all of us. It's not enough to just say, I'm not racist. It's not my problem.
Oh, good. I'm glad they're addressing this and saying, like, yeah, you need to understand that this is an issue that affects everyone, even if you yourself are not racist.
We have to actively fight against racism. As my friend John Lewis once said, if you see something that is not right, not fair, not...
Who's John Lewis? Former United States representative. Oh, yeah. Okay. And the lunch lady apparently knew him because she described him as a friend.
just, you have a moral obligation to do something about it.
So, what can we
There's
do?
nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Devious Chillster with 50 bits. This is the most wholesome shit I've seen all fucking week. Oh, he marched with MLK. Gotcha.
One of the most important things is what you're doing right now.
Eating carrot sticks?
I mean, talking about it. Talk about racism with your friends, your parents, your teachers. Don't be afraid to ask questions. We all have a lot to learn about this issue. Also, listen. Listen to people who have experienced racism firsthand. Imagine what it would be like if it happened to you or someone you love. And finally, act. When you see or hear of someone being treated unfairly, stand up for them. Say something. It might be scary, but I guarantee you it's better for everyone. And it's the right thing to do.
Wow.
This is
you
great.
really inspired me.
Yeah.
This is
thank
like
you,
the
Mrs.
most
McGrady.
direct I've
I'm
ever
going to
seen
talk
this
to my parents
show
about this
talk
right
about
now.
this.
Hey,
This is
Mom.
cool.
Me too. Bye.
Whoa, that's it. I was just getting going. Remember, kids, talk, listen, and act. If we work together, we can make a difference. And eat those carrots, too.
Based Arthur. Let's see. What we don't talk about is how multiple people have been assaulted for not supporting the Black Oh, Jesus Christ. More white people are killed by cops than black people. Yeah, that's because there's more white people. We're talking about rates. The rate of black people being killed by police is much higher. It's disproportionate compared to how much of the population is made up of people of color. More than a dozen people have died due to the BLM riots. It kind of happens sometimes when some crazy shit's happening. It doesn't mean you don't need to still take action. More than 400 million in damages have occurred to businesses due to the Black Lives Matter riots, okay? And an 8-year-old child was murdered. Oh, God. Let's see this link. Oh, it's on InfoWars. No thanks. None of those facts are presented during the clip. The show is essentially trying to inoculate kids into the liberal progressive fold, attempting to plant the seeds to become a riotous vandal and an uncultured swine. If standing up for the rights of my fellow Americans is liberal progressive, then just call me Karl Marx. Remember how they operate. They utilize the 3 I's: infiltrate, inoculate, indoctrinate. You know, at all the liberal and leftist meetings we go to. We talk about the 3 I's all the time, clearly. At this point, they're constantly trying to inculate your kids with cultural Marxist talking points to move them further left and eventually get them indoctrinated enough to become liberal progressives, and then lure them further left until they become outright communists. This is all done through the application of cultivation theory. Dude, why do you make this a, like, left-right issue? The facts and statistics show that people of color are being unduly targeted by the police for violence and murder. That's a fact. The fact that you don't care is, like, fucked up, regardless of your political position. Most people have already been brainwashed into accepting the liberal progressive agenda. People now think they need to fight for gay rights and trans rights, as well as slowly being weeded into accepting open borders and narco-communist talking points, i.e. defunding the police, as well as the erasure of Western culture, tearing down historical statues, revising history. Fellas, did you know that Western culture is literally just statues of slave owners? It appears as if it's too late to reach the masses and wake them up to this subversion. It's already been embedded into almost every aspect of our media and social networking. Twitter and Facebook especially are especially... Oh, that's bad. This is why you need a copy editor. Twitter and Facebook especially are especially... That's bad. Maybe edit that. Culpable for fostering echo chambers where only liberal progressive ideologies are allowed to grow and metastasize like some kind of unchecked cancer. Yes, the cancer of tolerance. Truly, the least treatable cancer of all. Stephen J. Neptune Man with 100 bits. Violent mass shooters don't represent all conservatives, but deaths of innocent bystanders represent all Black Lives Matter activists. It's almost like they're hypocrites. What a shock. The only thing left for those of you who are aware of what's going on is to watch what your kids watch, to be there and to actually parent. You need to ensure that your children aren't, being indoctrinated into becoming violent thugs and murderous looters who end up on the Traitors of America list. I'm sure that's what they're worried about. Winding up on the list of some weird chud who writes articles about video games even though he appears to not like any video games. Did I wind up on this list yet? God damn it. Damn it. Add me to the list already, you coward. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. The commenters on this site are fucking sick. Anyway, here's the final article from one angry gamer that we're gonna watch today. Marvel's Avengers and the dev team embrace diversity, says Sean Eskiag. I'm actually pretty excited for Marvel's Avengers. Their video, let me take a look. Marvel's Avengers. I'm a big fan of superhero movies and superhero games. And they just did like let me find this on YouTube so I can show you a little bit of it. Marvel's Avengers. I'm not a fan of the games as a service model, but I'll at least try this game out. I think it's having an open beta. Sad about Spider-Man? Yeah, I think console-specific shit is very, very stupid. Come on. Where the heck is it? Gameplay. Oh, is it out already? Did I miss the release of this? Because I'm seeing some people, you know, having access to it. Anyway, let's show some gameplay. Just a walkthrough by someone.
Guys, welcome to Marvel's Avengers. This is a game I was looking forward to playing. That's kind of cool.
You can play as all the different Avengers, and they're going to add more as the game goes on, and, you know, I think it looks like fun.
Who are we dealing with here? They did not introduce themselves.
Oh, that's sick.
Hang on, those guns are shield issue. I'll get Commander.
I think Square Enix is just publishing. I could be wrong, though.
Anything but inspect this temple of capitalism.
A couple of nerds, thank you for raiding. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. We're checking out Marvel's Avengers because we're going to be reading this Chud article about the dev team embracing diversity, and this gamer is mad for some reason.
See? Okay,
There's some Thor gameplay. Here's Iron Man. It looks fun. I think it'll be enjoyable.
Yeah, I'm blown away right now.
Can't shake the feeling we're playing catch up. There's something else going on here.
Avengers, if you could.
I'm excited for the Captain America bits. I like Captain America a lot. Both as a character and in terms of, like, combat because of the shield stuff. Anyway, I don't want to... This isn't, like, a video game stream, so I don't need to do a whole thing about it, but... Hulk's ass is fat. True. He's gonna Hulk thunderclap them cheeks and destroy an entire city block. Square Enix, Crystal Dynamics, and Eidos Montreal are all for diversity and hope that it shines through the upcoming game dubbed Marvel's Avengers. According to the game's creative director and writer, Sean Eskag, the poster child behind this diversity agenda is unsurprisingly Kamala Khan. Kamala Khan being Miss Marvel, she can grow and shrink parts of her body. I think that it can be sort of elastic, a little bit like Plastic Man. I'm not super familiar with Kamala Khan. I know she's very popular, though. I'm kind of waiting for the MCU to integrate her into the MCU before I get to know more about her. That's usually how I've worked, is like, oh, I'll see the Marvel movie, and then I'll check out comics, because it helps me sort of hone in on, like, the basics of the character before I get into the comics, because it's kind of tough. Although, oh, Christ. So one angry gamer says, although the fugly, stretchy girl, what are you talking about? She's, like, conventionally attractive. What are you talking about? Has competition in the diversity department, which comes in the form of Black Widow rocking a jawline that would make one question the Russian-born assassin's gender. The devs believe that Kamala Khan is a better candidate for said agenda. So because a cis female character doesn't fit the mold for what you believe a cis woman should be, you're labeling them as trans even though they're cis. The level of, like, insane mental gymnastics these crazy chud people go through just boggles the mind. I really don't get it. Despite the devs outlining this a while back on October 22nd, 2019 by stating that Kamala Khan is a relatable fangirl like the team and is free from 80 years of history, the developers made sure to hammer home the same thing in a new interview conducted on August 7th, 2020. SCAG chatted with publication site the6thaccess.com to express how this whole team is for diversity in general, which the expanded take on diversity in current year content, which Marvel's Avenger lies below. Oh, but Hannah, she doesn't have huge anime titties. The thing is, I think she even does. Let me take a look. Marvel's Avengers game Black Widow. Let's look at the game Black Widow. Like, what? She looks like an attractive woman. Like, she's in a skin-tight outfit and you can see her titties. What are you talking about? Gamers are apparently idiots. So the interview says, quote, "We're all for diversity in general. I love Kamala Khan, what she represents, what she brings to the table, how she reunited the Avengers, and how she's just a fan like us and idolizes these heroes. One of the things that is important to know about the way we approach the stories, and this is what Marvel is very good at in terms of opening up the 80-year history, the game, opening up the 80-year history, the game, I think that's a mistype, is that as long as we can ground those heroes and place them within our universe, within our world and story, every hero is on the table. So the opportunity to see more diversity of heroes, of storylines, everything is what we're trying to set up as this sort of living organism that is the AIM-dominated world that sort of happens after the campaign. That's the foundation of what we can now create, these new stories and hero arcs, and yes, the goal is to open up the entire Marvel universe and use that as a palette to draw from, place, and situate in our world. Moreover, on a journey to stop an evil company named AIM, which stands for our Advanced Idea Mechanics, it's a evil organization that uses science in the Marvel universe. Gamers can pick from Captain America, Iron Man, Black Widow, Hulk, Thor, Kamala Khan so far. Other playable characters such as Hawkeye and Spider-Man will join the fray, which Ant-Man seems to be yet another playable character that will likely fill the ranks at a later time. I'm wondering how the Ant-Man character is going to work. Because, in terms of gameplay, if Ant-Man shrinks and the camera zooms in, you're going to be closer to the details in the environment, so they're going to look worse. So I'm curious how Ant-Man's combat is going to work. If you're actually going to have the ability to shrink at will, or it's just going to be part of attacks. Like you run up and press the punch button and you shrink and punch him. You know what I mean? I don't know. Moreover, on a journey to stop the evil company... No, we read that. If this game seems interesting for you for some reason, because it looks fun, lots of different superhero characters that people like, know that Marvel's Avengers will release on September 4th, 2020 across PC, PS4, Xbox One. The game will boast PS5 and Xbox Series X support this holiday season. Seems like a fun game, but of course, one angry gamer is super mad that it has non-white people in it because he's a snowflake. Very fun.